Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tattoo Homewreckers. What were you going to say?
I didn't think I nailed it.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, you actually
nailed it.
You nailed the intro.
I did nailed it.
100%. Yes. This is, my name is Callista, and this is Nailed It.
Nailed it, Lou.
Nailed it, Lou. Welcome to our podcast. Today's going to be chaotic already. I'm not even getting through the intro. Oh, my God. Today we want to talk about friendship list.
So first off, we're going to start with my ADHD is very bad today. So if anyone gets offended by me interrupting her, just tune out. You're not going to like it because it's real bad. And if you can't handle the ride of just chaotic thoughts everywhere, you're going to hate it.
I was going to throw some shade. I was going to be like, when are you not interrupting? no, but
that's very true.
Today has been nuts. It's been crazy. I came home and cabinet doors were open. There was protein powder on the floor. There's groceries everywhere, but you got it done.
Yeah. There was like a 50-pound bag of rice by the front door and a skateboard.
Yes. That's what it's like living with ADD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple. It means some days it's real bad, and I used to get mad at myself, and like now I'm just like, oh well, let me just warn people, it's real bad today.
Yeah.
And that means I'm going to be jumping everywhere, and like I would be mid-sentence with her, and then apparently just not be mid-sentence anywhere.
Yeah, she'd be like looking around the room, and I'd be like, what the fuck is she doing? So that's how this episode's going to turn out. So what are we talking about?
I wanted to talk about if we were to interview people to be our friend, not like mutually our friend, but like separately, like what sort of interview questions? Yeah. Because I've watched a lot of those like reality TV shows lately. Like we watched The Ultimatum. Yeah. And then unironically, I've just been having Married at First Sight playing in the background.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really annoying because I don't actually enjoy it. But it's just like, I don't know, people like very low risk, low energy just plays in the background while I'm drawing. And I'm not like gonna get distracted watching it. But I've realized that like you have questionnaires, not you, but like the, universal you have questionnaires for relationships, like romantic relationships, right? But not so much for friendships. And I realized how ridiculous that would be for somebody like me because I have so many oddly specific things that I can't handle.
Yes.
So then I was like, this would just...
That's so fast.
No, I think that's fine because that's also just autism is you're like, oh, that's it. I was watching a comedy special the other day and she was talking about how she answered someone's question when he said, what don't you like about romantic comedies? And she said, the sound of them kissing. And I was like, that is the fucking worst. I hate that. I hate the like sound of people kissing. And as someone...
noises.
Oh,
yeah.
Why? That's gross.
Some people just don't notice. Some people just have it. Like
that's insane. That's like one of the worst noises ever. And just the idea of kissing is a gross overall. Yeah. Which is then hard that like as a human being you're hardwired to want to do that.
I'm so fighting the urge not to like smack my lips in the fucking microphone and have all these people just turn off the podcast and be like, fuck this episode. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, like you said, we have questions for relationships. We don't have questions for friendships.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And we have more friendships than we do relationships, typically. Unless you're like polyamorous and you're in like a bunch of romantic relationships at once. Yeah. You tend to have like
more friends.
More friends than significant others.
Yeah, 100%.
So like why are we not? Like why don't we and why is that just not like the norm?
Can you give me an example of a question so I can start thinking?
Like what kind of spaghetti do you order in a restaurant? And if you could order any spaghetti. I'm not talking because it's bullshit that you can only order specific spaghetti in restaurants.
What do you mean?
Because, like, you can't order fucking...
Wait, are we talking about spaghetti, or are we talking about pasta? Sorry, I'm getting too literal.
Pasta.
Just pasta in general. Okay, cool.
Like, I want bow ties.
Yes.
But, like, you can't have that.
Wait, so what would the question be if you were to...
If I was like, okay, I'm, like, interviewing a new friend, so I'd be like, oh, Callista, like, what's your favorite type of pasta?
Favorite type of pasta? Mm-hmm. I would say, like, probably, like, a lasagna or ravioli. That kind of, like, flat. Does that count?
Yeah,
it's
why?
Like stuffed.
It's still pasta, but why is that your favorite?
I think I just like raviolis because they're packaged nicely. That sounds so weird, but they're satisfying to look at. Then you open them, and you could split them. I like splitting the raviolis, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's like an experience.
And, like, as a brand new person to you... Yeah. I'm like, that's a solid answer. I could be your friend.
What would the wrong answer be? Is there a wrong answer?
There is.
Okay, that's fair.
If somebody was like, oh, elbow. What do you... No. That is so boring. Or if you just said regular spaghetti, I am going to be too much for you. If you come out the gate with elbow or regular spaghetti, and then your reasoning is like, oh, I just like to keep it simple, this friendship will not work. I am way too intense for you.
Okay.
You're going to come in and there's going to be cabinet doors open everywhere.
Right.
And I'm going to be bouncing off the fucking walls or perched on the furniture like a fucking gargoyle because I'm pretending to be a gargoyle for the last 20 minutes.
Yes.
Waiting for you to come home.
Precariously
so you can
balance
see me as a gargoyle and be like, oh, Gargoyle Lou, done. And if you're ordering elbow macaroni, and that's the only macaroni you want to eat, nah, man, I'm too much for you.
It is kind of weird. So my question then is, what pasta would you order?
Well, obviously bow ties.
She said obviously. The rest of the world won't know that. Bow tie is elite. That is the elite pasta.
I don't think it's elite. It's just that it's a fun shape, and you have like a good amount of pasta because like I love box mac and cheese. I never get to eat it. But if you bring me like elbow box mac and cheese, I don't want it. It's stupid. It's boring. I want fun shapes. I want like dinosaurs, extra credit if it's like a shark. I'm aware that it's never good because it's either overcooked or undercooked. Yeah. That pasta is hot garbage, but the shapes, yes, please.
Something about the shitty shapes. Yeah, they do kind of help. Okay, wait. So elbows are just the curved ones, right? Like,
like the regular ass, like
Kraft mac and cheese.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I actually like it.
I know you do, but that's not your like go-to. You're like, that's my favorite macaroni.
No,
I'm saying if it's your favorite, I can't handle it.
That's fair.
Because at that point, I'm too much for you.
Yeah. Mine. Okay, I'm just gonna rattle off a question. Do you drink milk by itself? I can't do that. I don't know why.
Are you over the age of 5 and your parents aren't making you?
It's a personal ick. Actually, it's so funny. One of my favorite people in the whole world, Talia, loves drinking milk. And every single time I see her do it, I'm like, you're disgusting. And I'll still love you for sure. But like, it is deeply disturbing to me how much people like, and milk drinkers, just like only milk. Milk drinkers are so passionate about it. You know what I mean?
Okay, what about chocolate milk?
That's different.
You drink chocolate milk.
That's different because it's flavored.
That's true.
But I
don't know why that is different.
I recently broke that because I used to like really not like any kind of milk. And now I'm slowly starting to, and I will not turn into a milk drinker before any of you start to be like, oh, it's a gateway drug. No.
To be fair, it's not regular milk. It's the like
protein milk. There's a purpose
protein milk.
For it.
Yeah, it's got 42 grams of protein and it's like they've removed the like weird parts of the milk that like make you feel icky.
Yeah.
Because that's my thing. Like I hated drinking milk and that was like my whole generation. That's all we got shoved on. You had to drink milk for your bone health, which of course is bullshit.
Dude, same. Yeah, I was forced to drink like a cup of milk every morning and I just like wouldn't. So I would just silently protest until I was like late to school. But I will never.
I love that people say I'm stubborn, and you're over here as a child.
I would gag,
silently protesting.
I would gag. I'd be like, no, I really fucking can't do this. Don't make me do it. And so you will never catch me dead drinking like regular chocolate milk. It has to be for a purpose. Like because it's protein, I will drink it.
Nice.
Yeah. What's your next question?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. What were you gonna say? You had your finger up.
Oh, because I was gonna say that. Everyone assumes I am like the bossy, like that I'm the most stubborn one because I'm vocal with things. But this silent protest still exists today. This is still how she'll operate. If she's like, no. And then she won't always say no, but you fucking know the answer is no. Like she'll just dead ass stop in her tracks. It's the same as like Bailey. Bailey will just think, I'm done walking. And then she's just done.
I'm done.
And you're like, okay, she's just done. And for her, it'll usually be like, I'm done. And she'll just go to sleep. In front of you in the middle of a conversation.
Yep.
Pretending she's asleep.
That's my animal. What is it? There's flight,
fawn.
I cannot say words. Flight,
fight,
not fright. It's flight, fight.
Like when you want to
fawn,
hit people.
And then there's sleep. I'm just a possum.
Yeah. You're just like, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's fine.
Conked out.
I would probably ask you how you eat your pizza. I don't know why. Probably because I can't eat right now. So for anyone who like followed my insane journey of this last week of like having a root canal, which FYI, not that bad. I had a dope ass dentist. She's great. But some like chick that works for her fucked up the like implant part, like the putting the crown on. And then I couldn't eat for 24 hours and couldn't sleep. I was a mess. I was just walking around the house crying.
It was so horrendous. She
so
fucking
weird.
showed up to Safe and Sober, which, by the way, it's like 9:30 to fucking 3 in the morning.
And we did leave it too.
We did leave it too, but still, I cannot believe you did that. That was nuts. Crazy.
It was I don't remember it.
So food's on the noggin.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about food because I still can't eat like a whole bunch of food.
So wait, you said how do you eat your pizza?
Yeah. Like what pizza? If we are ordering pizza, what kind of pizza are we ordering?
Oh, what kind of pizza we're ordering? I thought you meant like how, like if people are using forks and knives or. If
yeah, like that. Like I use a fork and knife. Are you gonna fucking judge me for using a fork and knife?
You know what? Sometimes I use a fork and a knife just to feel fancy. Just sometimes. There's no real reason. Well, or sometimes if I overheat it, then I'll
because it's perfect. Yeah. I use a fork and knife because I am really weird about tactile stuff, so I don't want I don't want to touch it. Sometimes I'm okay with touching it, but like if it's got like sauce, then like that's gonna get weird, and also that like weird like I don't know that salt like seasoning, maybe it's flour, I don't know what it is, like the bottom of pizza,
that,
how it has like
bottom.
Yeah, that when I'm like. Fine, it's not a big deal. I can like actively ignore it, but it's an active ignoring.
Whoa, dude.
But if I'm like slightly overstimulated, then I cannot ignore it, and I have to use a knife and a fork. Plus, my teeth don't connect in the front.
Maybe that's why sandwiches are also hard for you. Do you not like touching the sandwich, your food?
No, I don't like touching most food.
Sometimes I don't like the handle of the sandwich.
Yeah,
I don't want to eat the handle.
Mm-hmm.
So you're. I'm so sorry. Oh, how you're ordering a pizza?
Yeah. Also, like, what's your favorite type of pizza to order?
I love just a cheese and pineapple.
Yes, and that is also why we're friends.
Yeah, cheese and pineapple. Why is it so good? And then like I love
salty and sweet.
Salty and sweet, and then you can if you want. Sometimes I do. Most times I do, but sometimes you don't. You don't have to do this. But like I love coating that shit in red pepper flakes. It's perfect.
I have yet to have red pepper flakes on it, and I need to try that because every time you're like, "Do you want red pepper flakes?"
Salty, sweet, little bit spicy.
Okay, yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, it's really good.
I should do that next time.
Yeah, it's a little kick.
Okay,
what's the wrong answer? What's an ick for you?
Anchovies. If you want anchovies, not gonna be your friend.
To be fair,
I can't handle it.
So I ordered.
It's so smelly, but not like a good smelly, but like
they're also a lot, even for me. Like anchovies, I like anchovies for sure, and I'll eat them. But like, it's like one anchovy per 2 slices is like a good like amount because I can't eat too many because I made that mistake and I had like 2 anchovies per slice. It was not good.
My issue with it is that it like permeates and like. It ruins every other pizza.
I love fish, and it was hard.
Like, it's just too bad.
Yeah,
like,
they also give you so much. Why do they give you so much?
Well, that's like that ranch you're currently trying to knock through.
Oh my god, y'all! I ordered a fucking pizza, and they gave me an actual tub. I'm still going through it.
Yeah, like it was a small pizza. She didn't order like an extra large, and they gave her like a solid ass like an entire bottle of ranch. They may as well just been like, "Here's a whole bottle, done."
Yep. Yeah, 100%. I did have another. If I were to ask someone and interview someone to see how our friendship's going to go or if it's going to last or whatever, I would ask them how they feel about driving.
Oh, yeah.
And how they feel about picking me up. Because something about me, I am for sure a passenger princess, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck about being a passenger princess. A lot of people are like, no, fuck you. I don't like driving.
I'm like the opposite.
I don't
want you to drive. I don't. Like,
that's why we work out.
I don't care if you're a really safe driver. It's really scary every single time because I've been in too many car accidents and it's been a really, really long time. Like, granted, that all happened as a kid and a teenager, but like part of that now, I think, is just because I don't get in the car with other people. Like, very seldom do I ride with other people. And then when I do, even when it's people I love and I trust, I'm still just there like, I'm going to fucking die. So unless I'm drunk, I'm like, you're dying.
In the car?
You're dying. And when I'm inebriated, I'm still like, well, if you die, this is your time. I've just made peace with that. Right. But if I'm sober, I'm like, nope. This person's going to fucking kill you.
About that? I'm the opposite of that way. I don't even fucking care if you drive like if you're the worst driver I've ever seen. I'm just so grateful I'm being picked up. I do not give a fuck. I'm just so grateful that I'm not the one driving. You could break all the laws and I won't even bat a lash. I'll just be like, well, I'm not driving, so.
Oh, dude, I also hate being picked up.
Oh, really?
I don't like that awkward, like, window of, like, you're going to be here at this exact time. And then, like, if you show up, like, 2 minutes early, you've ruined everything. And then if you show up 2 minutes late and you haven't texted me to tell me you're running late and we don't have that, like, cushion of time, then I'm like, you've ruined everything again. Mm-hmm. God, I bet I was awful to date.
It was only people I was comfortable with. That, like, whenever they would pick me up in high school, I would do the walk. I would change my walk. It would be like I throw up peace signs, or I just, like, do a little something silly, you know? But I haven't done it in a really long time. But also, we're always leaving the same house.
Yeah.
So
it makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to be like, bitch, I'm expecting a walkout. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. If you pick me up from
I do like to do that, though. When, like, if I do come pick you up somewhere, I'm like, get in, ho!
Yeah, you got to make it not... There has to be an icebreaker. For sure.
You can't just be, like, rolling up and then just sitting there awkwardly.
Do you have another, like, funny friend question? I think I have one.
Oh, what?
We go to a bar. What are you ordering? What drink are you ordering at the bar?
Well, like I can order... Well, that's hard because, of course, like, I love really, like, niche things. Like the Strongbow Dark Berry, but I can only get that in England.
No, that's fair. You can like niche things. That's okay.
Yeah, that can only be in England, but that's what I'm going to order 80% of the time when we're in England.
I think for me, like, okay, so this all comes in a plethora. It's not like black and white, right? Because I feel like there are certain drinks where I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And there are certain drinks where I'm like, okay, this could go one or the other way. And then there are certain drinks where I'm like, oh, this is going to be like an issue. Like, I don't know if we're going to like vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to need specifics because you drink straight vodka like you're Russian.
No, exactly.
So.
And that to a lot of people will be a red flag. And that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Like, not chilled either. That bitch will just pour it in a shot glass and sip on it.
I have yet to have a Russian friend. So if you're in Russia and listening to this podcast for whatever fucking reason you want to be friends, I would love to be your friend.
Yes.
But yeah, for me, I think like a good inclination is when people order something like, this is going to sound so weird, but like normal, when it's just like, okay, yeah, that's a beverage, like a margarita. That's totally normal. That's totally fine. Love margaritas. Those are cool. But if you like go up to the bar and you're like, can I get the most complicated drink that you've ever heard of in your entire life? Then I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out.
Yeah, no.
If the bartender doesn't know what you're talking about. Or it's kind of like, it's almost like the same thing with the coffees.
That's what I was going to say.
I can get really specific with my coffee too, but I order it in a way that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Venti, soy, hot, peppermint latte.
Exactly.
Done. That's it.
Yep.
Like, and I won't change anything on it. And I think that it is horribly complicated, and every barista that I've ever been like, I'm so sorry. They're like, this is fucking nothing.
This is, fine. But it's the people who are like, can I get this with the foam and then like an extra shot? And then can I also get an extra drizzle of this and then this syrup and then also this and then sweetener? And then can I also use this milk and then can it also be chilled? Like,
yeah, no. And this exact temperature. I can't be friends with you.
Oh, people who order exact temperatures of lattes. No. There are people out there like that.
I know. And I can't be friends with you. Like, if that's your thing, no. Like, okay, I get it. Like, if this is like a temperature thing that you're like, oh, I will burn myself, whatever. I'm so sorry. You need to be patient. Just wait. If it's too hot for you, just wait. Blowing it like a normal person, but like I can't handle that.
Also, how can you tell when people are like, "Can I get it this degrees?" Like, how do you fucking know? Right?
You fucking can't. I've tattooed enough baristas.
Oh, nice.
That they're like, "Oh no, they can't fucking tell. They don't know." They'll be like, "Child's temperature," and they're like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, what?
But also, why are you giving a kid a latte? Your kid doesn't need a latte.
No. Damn.
And if you need it child temperature, I'm probably someone's gonna get offended by this. But also, toughen the fuck up.
Toughen the fuck up.
She's a baby bitch about, like, hot stuff.
I am.
But, like, she's not ordering child temperature lattes.
No, because I would make
fun of you so bad.
Also,
like, okay, baby.
Can I get a child?
She's like, she'd also like her pinky dipped in it.
Ew. Yeah, if you're an adult and you order, I think they're called steamers, where it's no caffeine, it's just flavored steamed milk, you're disgusting. I cannot.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
I mean, I understand if you have like a caffeine allergy or like a sensitivity, but at that point, like, just don't order anything.
I don't know. It's weird.
Like,
are there people allergic to caffeine?
Well, people get sensitive to caffeine. You know that because my boobs will start to hurt when I have too much caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to being an adult.
Speaking of being an adult, things in my body's changing. I feel my front lobe developing. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, you're becoming a grown up.
Do you have another question?
Yeah, so in a movie theater, where are you sitting? Also, caveat to that, what are you ordering?
Ooh, ordering.
And are you going to try to touch my food?
Snack-wise?
Yes.
Okay, well, obviously, you always... I just feel so wrong going to a movie theater and, like, not getting, like, really buttery popcorn.
Yes.
And, like, a Coke. Like,
Yep.
you have to, right? But for snacks, like, I really do enjoy sour things. And also, oddly enough, I only ever have these at the movie theater, but, like, those... they're the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Those are good.
They're perfect at a movie theater.
Only at a movie theater.
Where
though.
are you sitting?
In the middle. Like center middle.
Yeah.
What about you? Where do you sit? We always sit in center middle.
Yeah. Okay. I sit center middle.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to sit in back just because it'd be less like noise.
Mm-hmm.
There's less like people and less like all that shit. Mm-hmm. It wasn't because it was like, oh, it's the cool place to sit. It was just because then somebody wasn't behind me, so they couldn't touch my chair. But now,
that's fair.
Yeah, because you know me, I can't handle that shit.
Dude, one time some guy had his knees like shoved in my chair, and so I just took all of my force, locked my quads out, sat like this, and then like held that position for no joke, like probably 10 or 15 minutes, and he stopped. It was amazing because I'm like, I'm not gonna move, bitch. You wanna feel what tension feels like on your fucking kneecaps? Fuck you.
I'll do that on an airplane when they like shove their knees in.
Oh, people are assholes.
Or if I have like a kid behind me, I will end up getting to the point where I'm just like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Fucking come on now.
100%. We've gotten to a point where we scream, shut up at our neighbors.
Yeah.
From inside the house.
Oh my God, they're horrendous.
It's so bad. What are you ordering though?
Wait. Oh, I didn't ask. Are we sharing popcorn?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that if you get a bowl or like, we used to pour it in the like cartons.
Yeah.
So if you get your own separate, I'm cool with that.
Yep, that's how I feel.
It does get weird when like you're sharing and one person's always one person's holding it, and so it's not fair because one person's holding it, and then both hands go in. It feels weird. It's like too intimate.
Yes. That's how I feel. I don't need your buttery fingers to touch my buttery fingers.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It feels weird. It feels intimate.
Yes, I agree. Obviously, butter popcorn, Diet Coke. It's like one of the few places I order Diet Coke, and I fucking love it.
Well, I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah.
It's
like
chemically
perfect.
bonded. Both of those things are bonded together.
They're like, this is the perfect thing.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, I think like Reese's Pieces is like my go-to, but I like a chocolate.
I haven't had them in forever. I typically don't like a chocolate.
I love chocolate.
Yeah.
But you know me, I'm a fucking hummingbird. I love sweet stuff.
Yeah.
I do love nachos.
Yes. Oh, that's new.
That's like, I never want to fucking share. Like, I hate sharing. And I hated, like, when I was younger, you'd order stuff and be like, oh my God, that's it. It's why last night when we all ordered the same food, like, we were like, okay, we'll just split a pasta. We'll split the caprese. We'll split the pizza. I was like, oh shit, look at you. Growth, bro. And then I realized, nah, dude, they're just safe people. I was like, that's it. Like, you haven't gotten better about sharing. You're just around safe people.
Whenever I'm sharing with people in the restaurant, immediately my brain goes, okay, so you can have 2 pieces of bread and then everyone else gets 2 pieces of bread. Okay, great. Oh my God, they cut it into 6. That means all of us get 2 pieces of pizza. Perfect. And then the pasta, I was like, you'll just dip in here and there. Like it's just very, very calculated. Yeah. Because it's respectful.
That's like what I don't like is when there's the last piece and it's like, bitches, somebody better eat this. Like somebody did not math this correctly.
You know what's
eat it.
You know what's niche too?
What?
About me specifically? This has nothing to do with this episode. But I really fucking hate it when I order a drink and someone's like, oh, can I try that? And I'm like, yeah, but like, can you ask me after I have the first sip? Because I always feel like such an asshole when I'm like, yeah, you can try it. And I take the first sip, but I'm really like.
Wait, people ask before you start?
Yes.
Okay, that's first off, my mind is blown. That's psychotic. Like
it's so weird.
You don't know that drink's gonna be good. You have to watch your face first.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is to be like, oh, take a sip and like, that's fucking terrible. And they haven't even drank it yet.
Yeah.
And it's their fucking drink.
100%.
Like, I used to yell at Caboose about that when he'd be like, oh, like, I'm eating this or like something's like, it's not good though. And I'm like, cool. So I now have to eat this whole ass thing. And you just told me it's not good. So now I don't want to eat it. And he's like, why? I'm like, because you just tinted my brain to think it's not good. Like, no. And also just the idea of asking somebody, like,
I'm okay with people asking.
I'm not okay with that. You need to like look at it and then be like, is it good? And then I can offer to
that's
you.
fair.
Would you like to try it?
There's a classy way to do
My
it. My
nose is so itchy. I think there's a piece of fur up it. So everyone that's watching this on YouTube can watch me fuck with my nose right now.
Whatever. It'll be fine. Did you have another question? Because I have one.
Oh, yeah, I know. Keep going.
Okay, I guess my question for a random person. What are your feelings on water? Because there are people out here who really hate drinking water. And that freaks me out.
Why? I hate drinking water.
That's
like
plain
but you still
water.
Do it.
You still do it. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Plain water is gross here. It's gross here.
I can't tell the difference between
because
filtered
you
waters.
Don't know the difference. That's fine. And I don't ever want you to go to the side where you know.
Oh my God, remember?
I want you to be like oblivious to it.
Remember when we had freaking Florida tap water? You said it was fine and I kept getting like heartburn and Nicole was like, you're drinking the tap water here? Ooh. And I was like, oh, I've been getting heartburn. Oh my God. And no one said anything. And I've been saying this entire time and you were just so used to it. You got like the fucking iron stomach for water.
Oh, I have an iron stomach for anything. You can feed me anything and I don't get heartburn.
I can't do. Yeah, no.
You and Caboose get heartburn over everything, and
it's
I'm like,
because we have holes in our stomachs from fucking spicy and fucking sour foods. That's what my grandma would always say. Okay, cool.
No.
That was my question. Just how you feel about water, because I don't like people who are like, I hate vegetables or I hate water. I can't do it. The I hate vegetables thing is really icky for me too. Yeah. Where I'm like, grow up. Grow the fuck up. Honestly, grow up. And I'm sorry, I get it. Like, some of these people have childhood trauma because, like, vegetables weren't cooked properly or whatever. Try new things.
But that's not, like, if you're thinking about Brussels sprouts, that's not why. I just read a article about that, and they were talking about how your brain, like, your taste buds actually change as you become an adult. Uh-huh. So, like, Brussels sprout tastes disgusting for children. So, yes, most of our parents did boil it and not cook it correctly. Right. But also, your taste buds do change. And they change throughout your life. So, Brussels sprouts taste really bitter and gross and like garbage water to kids. Interesting. And then a lot of people just never try it again. And I don't want to hear it from any of you that know that I won't eat pickles and I won't eat olives. When I turn 40, I'll fucking try them.
Are you trying olives too? When you're 40?
Yes. We'll do a fucking episode because I'm sure we'll still have a podcast.
We definitely have to record
where I'll eat disgusting stuff and try not to vomit. It's the color. It's a gross color green. I hate that color. Green. Not even the green olives. Don't even get me started. But like a black olive is gross looking.
Love olives, love pickles.
That's okay. That just means you get my pickle.
Okay, well, you can try those, and then you can pick something for me to try on the podcast. But it can't be airwaves again. Because we already did that. And fuck that. If you guys want to see me try airwaves, it's Fireside Chat #1, the first Fireside Chat.
I love
just
that you
plugging
know.
It in.
You
I know
the
exactly
one.
which one, because all of you made me seem like, oh my God, you guys are like, this is fine. I'm like, it's bad. It's horrendous. I was the only person who was like, this is awful.
They're amazing. That's my gum of choice when I go to the gym.
You're like, such a psychopath.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Do you have another question?
Yeah. So how do you feel about surprises? Okay. Because like that's a big deal to me about like new friends. Yeah. Is like I don't want a surprise. If it's fine if it's like everyone else knows it's a surprise party. Like that's fine. But you better fucking tell me. Like, I need to know. Like, Caboose is always like, oh, I should surprise you with, like, our friends coming to visit. And I'm like, that's the worst idea ever. I won't like it.
Oh, my God. The way that we panicked. Horrendous.
Yeah.
We panicked when we thought Nicole and Rachel were going to surprise us. And we were both like, the house is not ready.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, like, my room's a disaster.
And I'm a horrible person because I love surprising people. But if you surprise me, I don't like it.
You know what I am also weird about? I'm weird about, and this is totally personal preference. I don't think this makes people feel weird, or I don't think it makes people weird. It's a totally me thing. I'm weird about when we're new in the friendship and you're trying to make spontaneous plans with me. It's really hard on me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Where
like that
you're just
either.
like, well, do you want to hang out today? And I'm like, oh my God, this is way too hard. Like, I can't, no. I'm not like, I'm a like, especially with new friendships, you got to ease in with me. Otherwise, you'll scare me off forever. It's really fucking difficult. Yeah. It's super hard. So, yeah.
Yeah. I have to like plan days /weeks out. You want to be like, hey, how is this day for you? Because otherwise, like, if you start too early and you're like, well, what are you doing this evening? I'm like, whoa, I don't know how I feel right now.
When I'm comfortable with people, like, definitely it's totally fine. But it's just when it's, like, new in the friendship that I'm like, I don't know, I'm feeling, but I am very hypervigilant right now. But what were we talking about? Fucking before this.
Surprises.
Oh, yeah, surprises. I surprised you.
Yeah.
Back when we worked at Little Bird, and it went
horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
So bad.
I had a full-on fucking panic attack.
Straight up, you did.
I had a full breakdown.
Yeah.
I sobbed. And this is, like, not around people because I don't cry a whole bunch around people. Mm-hmm. Things have to be pretty bad to get me to cry in front of people. Mm-hmm. But, like, before I got there, it was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
I was like, no, because they feel like a betrayal. Also because, like, I'm so oddly specific. Like, that's my type of autism is that, like, things have to be a specific way.
Yes.
And, like, now, if you were to be like, hey,
I would just
you guys, like, let's surprise her with a thing, then you would just come and be like, hey, they're surprising me with this. And I would be like, dope. Because then I get to be surprised that it's, like, that other people have arranged it. But I would then know to be like, what kind of cake is it? Mm-hmm. Because if it's not the type of cake I like, I can't fake that.
That is one thing I did nail. I did give you a heart attack.
You nailed the decorations. You nailed the fucking, like,
the
cake.
Food.
Yeah, you nailed the food. It was, like, all my favorite foods.
Yes.
But, like, you know me enough to do that. Whereas if someone's just like, I'm going to surprise her. I'm like, I'm not going to like it.
Actually, that was back when we worked for a different tattoo shop. And we still, like, we weren't as close as we were, like, now, obviously. Yeah. But we weren't, like, that close. It was, like, right on the, like, cusp of, like, being BFFs forever. You know what I mean? It was right before the cusp, but it was really hard on you. Yeah. And I felt so bad awful. Because, like, Caboose texted me because they were, like, late, and he's like, she's freaking out. And I'm like, good. Because I thought that, like, oh, I didn't think, like, you were actually freaking out. I thought that maybe you were, like, getting kind of suspicious. And I'm like, just leave her in wonder. It's fine. Like, I'm like, don't tell her.
I straight up told, like, was asking him because I saw your name on his phone. Yeah. And I was like, why are you fucking texting her? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, especially knowing Caboose, like, the way I know him now, that would have set red flags for me, too. I would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you talking to this person?
I'm like, why are you talking to my apprentice? What the fuck is happening?
That's weird. Yeah, that's weird.
No, I don't like surprises.
That would have freaked me out, too. That would have freaked me out too.
I'm not
like,
for it.
Now that I know him, I would have been like, ew.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Also, how do you feel about people that dress weird? Because, like,
what do you mean weird?
I will go out in a fucking onesie.
Oh yeah, a reindeer onesie.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to, like, just do me, and that means that, like, I look like a fucking cartoon character a lot.
You know what? I was thinking driving from work to home about how I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't be doing a little e-girl, like, rosacea blush thing
because you're appropriating
on my face. No, because I don't care about appropriating your culture. I'm just no, because I was like, oh, you know, is it, like, immature of me? Like, you're almost 25 and you're doing, like, makeup like this. But then I was like, no, we get one shot at this life. If I feel like pressing randomize on my Sims character, I deserve to do that.
I love that because that's how I feel.
Yeah, fuck it. If we want to feel like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw whatever together and press random. We have every privilege to do that, or no, right? Because privileges can be taken away.
Absolutely.
There we go.
I mean, I don't know. The way this country is going, they may take that away.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Like, everyone must wear, like, all black all the time.
I would be so sad. I tried to do the whole, like, goth thing, and I can't because, like, it's just too much to commit to. And by too much, I mean too little to commit to. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's too boring for me.
Same.
I literally, like, have an angry cat on my shirt right now.
I just want to wear different things. But black is my comfort zone as far as, like, the wardrobe. But, like, I just want to wear other
Heather
things.
Gray is mine.
Yeah, we all have our comfort. Oh, what's your comfort color? That's a big one, too. Because if I'm interviewing someone to be possible friends and I'm like, okay, so what do you, like, normally wear? Certain colors throw me off a little bit. I don't like a red.
It's very aggressive. Yeah.
I don't like a red. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Oh, see, and mine goes further. I don't necessarily want you to have the same comfort color as me. I don't want, because I love when we match. Yeah. That's fine. Because we also match, like,
on accident
a lot.
Yes, 100%.
But I don't want us to always be like dressed the same or looking the same, which is hilarious that we had the same haircut forever. But we also always styled it differently. Yeah. So it was never like the same.
100%.
And that's like really big for me. It's like, I don't want to be like, oh, when I look at you, you look like me.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking weird. I want you to like look very different from me.
You're like, did I unintentionally start a cult?
Yes. That's what usually happens. You know that. I hang out with people and then I start looking at them going, motherfucker. What's
going on?
Why are you all copying this shit? Stop it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Stop it.
Yeah, I need okay, so a little bit more on the serious side. I know we're cutting it close as far as time.
It's our podcast. True. I can talk for the next 4 hours if I want to. Doesn't mean they have to listen.
I'm going to take that's true. You can exit out whenever you want. I'm going to take a hard turn.
Hard turn.
Into the serious zone.
Okay.
We're going to a serious place. Your serious face?
Oh no.
We're going to take a hard turn. I need people to be their own individual person.
Yes.
Well. That's big for me. And like, I think I'm not explaining it well because you and I have had this conversation many times. If I were to explain it to someone who has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, I need to know that this person has a life outside of friendships, not just my friendship with them, but friendships in general. Like, I need you to be like comfortable being alone, which is weird to say when you're starting a friendship, but like, you need to be comfortable with like, just like having your own life.
Yes.
And
I don't think that's weird at all.
I don't know. What is that?
I think that's just wanting somebody to be a fully functioning person.
Be a fully functioning person.
Like because a child needs somebody.
Right.
A child needs that. Like, hey, yes. I need that safety of a person to take care of me.
Yes.
An adult is their own safety. And so I need you to have that yourself to be like, hey, you don't need me. If like we fall out, like that's the thing. Like I am every day choosing to do life with you.
Yes.
I make an active decision to be like, we are going to like go forth, have a business, have a life, move around the world, like explore together. But I know that if you were to be like, hey, I don't want to do life with you, I would miss you so much.
Exactly.
But I would also be okay. I would 100%. Live and survive the same way I know that you would. Yes. And if I didn't think you would, that'd be fucking weird.
No, exactly.
Because then I would have a cult and not a friend.
Well, then, yeah.
It would be also a one-person cult.
It creates like it creates unnecessary pressure, I think, to have in a friendship. Like, I want to be able to know that, because that's not love either.
No.
It is like wanting someone to stay for the sake of staying. That's not love. I personally don't think it is. I think love is when someone you love wants to leave you. Love is being like, you know what, this is painful and yeah, I'm hurting a lot, but like I respect it and I'm gonna let you do what's best for you because you need to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I need someone to be like a person outside of friendships, not just our own, but friendships.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take another turn and ask you, where are you sitting on a plane?
I love an aisle seat. Good. I love the aisle.
This is also why we're friends, because I'm a window hoe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to be in the window so I can like lean, because I, unlike you and Caboose, cannot sleep like that. I don't know how the fuck you guys do it. Your little head is just up.
I can sleep
anywhere. And you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And like, if I don't have a lean, I can't sleep.
You gotta be at the certain degrees.
Yeah, I gotta be at an angle to be like, okay, now I can sleep.
Good angle.
But like, I can't just be like, that's it.
Yeah. I totally can. I love the aisle. I'm really happy you're a window person, because I do not like trying to fit my ass through people to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I feel terrible every time. But I'm also like, whatever, dude. I gotta fucking pee.
No, so. I'm so happy whenever you do it, because I'm like, yes, work. I'm so proud of you, because yeah, it's my social anxiety or something that like I'm like, oh, I don't want to move. I don't want to ask people. I also just don't want to talk to people, period, on a plane. Unless it's
I fucking hate that.
Yes. And like, even, it's just our faces. Like, even telling someone if they can move so I can go pee, like, incites a conversation. Why?
Because the same reason why we like go to a fucking CVS and then get a whole novel of a lady's life.
Oh my God, that was so much fun though. Yeah. I love that lady.
That's the face that we have, is that people are like, hey, I want to talk to you.
We went to CVS to get like a birthday card and stuff, and this lady was like, oh yeah, it was my birthday a couple weeks ago. And we're like, really? Did you do anything fun? She was like, no. And it was just so funny. She was hilarious. Yes. And then she was like, my son came over and cooked me dinner. I was like, oh, was it good?
No.
It was so funny. She was amazing. She was iconic.
And then went into specifics. She's like, I had too much onions.
Too much
which
pepper.
I don't believe something can have too much onions.
She's very white.
That's true.
Yeah. Too much onions and too much pepper.
Too much pepper. I also
gave her heartburn.
Yeah, the English in me is like the more pepper the better.
Black pepper. Yeah.
Yeah, black pepper is the shit.
100%.
Best spice in the world.
Isn't that crazy? But yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it for me.
All right. So then if you have questions about what you would ask us if you said, hey, I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
This is my
it's
questionnaire.
Like a friendship interview.
Yeah.
Not like a job interview, but
a friendship interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential friends. If you have a potential friend question, I would love to hear it. And,
or just questions.
Yeah. Get into specifics. Make it weird.
Maybe make it weird.
I want to hear weird questions. Like, I like other people's specifics because other people are so specific about things and it's so funny.
Yeah. Or if you want to answer any of our questions.
Oh, yeah. Please
send them in. You know, voicemails are obviously our favorite, but you can also write us.
All right.
And we read all the comments. So thank you guys so much. We love you and we will see you next week. Where we don't know what we're talking about yet, but we'll figure the fuck out.
We'll do it. Love you.
Love you. Bye.